Why are diagnostic genetic test results taking so long? Have you ever wondered why it can take weeks or even months to get results from a genetic test? It might seem like a long wait, especially when you're eager for answers about your health or your family's health. The reason is that the process is quite detailed and involves many steps to make sure the results are accurate and reliable. First, the process starts with collecting a sample, usually a blood draw or a saliva sample. This step needs to be done carefully to keep the DNA intact. Once the lab gets the sample, they work on extracting the DNA, which can take a few days to a week depending on the test. For more extensive tests like whole genome sequencing, which looks at all the genetic material in your body, this step can take longer because it involves more work. Next comes the sequencing or analysis phase. For targeted gene panels, which look at specific genes linked to certain conditions, this can take about 10 to 21 days. But for more comprehensive tests like exome sequencing, which examines all the genes that code for proteins, or whole genome sequencing, it can take 6 to 12 weeks or longer. These tests analyze billions of DNA base pairs, which requires powerful machines and careful procedures. After sequencing, the raw data is processed using special computer programs. This step is called bioinformatics processing. It involves checking the quality of the data, aligning the sequences to a reference genome, and finding any genetic differences or variants. This step is very detailed and can take several days to ensure no mistakes are made. Once the data is processed, expert geneticists review the findings. They interpret what the genetic variants mean for your health. Some variants are easy to understand, but others are rare or uncertain, which means they need more research or additional testing. This interpretation can take extra time, especially if the results are complex or unclear. Sometimes, the lab needs to do more testing to confirm uncertain results. They might also test other family members to see if a variant is inherited or new. This additional testing adds more days or weeks to the overall timeline. Laboratory workload can also affect how long it takes to get results. When many tests are being processed at once, or when specialized equipment is in high demand, delays can happen. Labs prioritize urgent cases, but even then, the process still takes time to ensure accuracy. Understanding these steps is helpful because it shows why the wait is necessary. Accurate results can guide medical decisions, help identify inherited risks, and give families peace of mind. While waiting can be difficult, the careful process ensures the information you receive is trustworthy and meaningful. In summary, diagnostic genetic test results take time because of the multiple steps involved. Sample collection, DNA extraction, sequencing or analysis, data processing, expert interpretation, and sometimes additional testing. Each step is designed to make sure the results are correct and useful for your health journey.